Yeah, this is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you guys as promised here. Now I want to go over a few things that will help you guys out on your end when it comes to being able to generate your company some more leads, especially through Google, but online in general, right? So what I have pulled up here is a Google search page, and what I've typed in is roofing Des Moines, Iowa, and we are going to see what is popping up here, right? Who's pulling up? Who are going to be some of your top competitors in the area? And what does this really mean? So roofing Des Moines, Iowa is what we consider a buyer intent keyword. Now people are going to type this in very differently, right? Not everybody's brain is going to work the same. Some people are going to keep the IA out of there and just search Des Moines. Some might search roofer or roofing contractor, roofing company. They might have Des Moines in front of that. Whatever it is, we just want to be on the first page for as many of those as possible, right? Now, you can do that a handful of ways, or really three in particular. You can do that through a pay-per-click ad, which I generally stay away from because the majority of the people that come on a page like this are going to instantly disregard those ads. And really, the leads you get through them aren't as high quality as the organic leads that you can get and generate for your company through a business profile organically or through a website organically, okay? Now, we can see a few different companies. We got Shamrock, Heartland, Andrews, and then this Des Moines area roofing. Okay, now I do believe, I can't be 100% certain, but I'm believing this is what we consider like a lead gen site. This is what somebody like me can possibly do. You know, we can create a website that we know is optimized, and then really build some strength and trust within Google to get it to rank. And then we sell the leads that we get through these to, you know, companies like you who actually do the work, right? Now, I am going to pull their website up, even though I don't think it's like a true legit company in your area. But we are going to see what they're doing correct and the what you can see, you know, as a full potential of a website for this area when it comes to roofing. Now, for a business profile and a website, you know, this is where you're going to be able to actually rank if you have an actual office location in an area. You can rank both a business profile and a website. Now your website can also help you for other areas or outlying areas around, you know, the main service area, or, you know, with these other areas that you guys service as well, right? So, you know, you'd be able to target, you know, the Quad Cities, Fort Wayne, and then Chicago area as well, all through your website, okay? Now what you would have to do is you'd have to build out service area pages of your website, which I'll talk about here in just a second. Now, your business profile is going to be very crucial for the Des Moines area. A lot of people stick to just this map pack, and the top three are going to get the most clicks, of course. Now, one thing that you always want to do, really two things that you should be working on every single month, is uploading photos within here. And I would be doing this, you know, every single week from whatever relevant stuff you guys are doing, you know, inspections, storm damage, things like that. And I know you guys got a really good storm on the west side of Des Moines. I don't know if that's still being worked or not, if that all got cleaned up yet, but, you know, inspections, the crews working before and after photos, whatever it is, just make sure they're geotagged as well, and you can place them all within this business profile. Also, and again, I'm using Andrews here just as the example, make sure you have your company bio section filled out to a T here, 100%. And then the reviews for your company as well, make sure you are responding to these reviews. And don't make your responses generic either. You can actually respond to these, you know, with character that are responding directly to the review itself, okay? So those reviews and photos are definitely huge. And if you're not within that first page, that's definitely going to get you in the first page without having to go down this rabbit hole of doing all these other things, right? I want to give you ways that you can do specifically, you know, on top of, or you can delegate to somebody else within your company to do these little extra things that will definitely help your business profile rank. Now your website's going to be a little bit harder, right? And again, like I said, it can help rank within Des Moines here, but can also help rank for any other area that you guys do business within. So back over to your website, what I want to see here is a good amount of content on your homepage, okay? Because content is going to be absolutely king when it comes to ranking your website. And we can see you're kind of going through the different three different services you guys provide for roofing, siding, and windows. You guys provide, you know, storm damage restoration as well, which was big in Des Moines this past year. And then we're talking about your locations here, okay? So a little bit about us section as well on the homepage, which is always nice. But generally, you're going to want a bare minimum of 500 words of content on your home page. And we can see you're going to be a little bit underneath that, right? You're probably around the 200, 250 mark, so about halfway there. And I would say about between 500 and probably 700, 750 is going to be good for this area. And what this allows you to do is have relevant content for your website, talking about what you guys do and all these other nice aspects about your company, but then also place keywords within it. And remember, these keywords are what people are typing into Google. And with all of this, we can tell Google exactly who we are, what we do, what we're going to try and rank for, and show Google that we're a top prospect for these different Google searches, okay? And that's really how we're going to be able to push into this top page of Google. And you can place these keywords multiple different ways, within the content, within the actual page titles of your website, within the header, or what we consider like these H tags, the little headers of the content as well. And then I really think the big key for you guys, especially in these other areas, is going to be building out the different communities that you guys serve pages of the website, targeting these other major areas that are going to provide good search volume as well. So if we come over and look at Des Moines, this Des Moines area roofing, again, I think it's more of a what we consider to be a lead gen site, but you can kind of see how it's laid out through here too. The different interlinkings to the different services that are built out on the home page, and they also have these call to action buttons, which are going to help increase conversions on the website too. Okay, and those are going to be huge because you don't just want people to come in, you also want them to reach out to you, right? Now, what I want to finish out on for this video is we kind of just talked about everything there when I'm looking over the website, is what we consider on-page SEO, or your website optimization. How we can get, in an analogy form, our vehicle all ready and set to go to get from point A to point B, okay? Now, we all know a vehicle needs gas, okay? So if we've done our inspection and our vehicle looks good and it's ready to go, now we got to put gas in it to also get us from point A to point B, and that's what off-page SEO is, okay? And that's that strength and trust that you build within Google. Now, these first two numbers here are going to be that exact thing rated in a numerical form here out of 100, okay? So this is your strength and trust rating that Google has for your particular website. Now, once you really hit a benchmark of about 30 and above for each of these ratings, you're going to be considered a pretty darn powerful website at that point. So you still definitely need to build more strength and trust within Google. And you do that by building out backlinks, which is going to be any clickable text or image linking one website to another, and those are all held within these different referring domains. Now, the referring domains are also crucial because you need them to be authoritative, meaning the strength and trust within these referring domains is also high, and generally higher than yours. So once you acquire that backlink, it's going to help your ratings in return. Now, content-wise, we can see you're indexing for under 40 keywords and bringing in just about that same amount of traffic, right at 35 on average per month. And if we click on the keywords, we can see where you're getting most of your traffic from. We can see, the company name is really what's popping up for most of these, all generating on the home page. We do see some, let's see here, carpenter for Davenport, Iowa. But again, these aren't really the keywords you want to rank for, because I don't know if you guys actually do any carpentry work. I think that's just more related towards the company name. Now, roofing Quad Cities is going to be your first one that I'm seeing, right? That's really relevant to you guys. But you're on that 10th page of Google, so nobody's really going to see you there. So you're not even currently indexing for a lot of these keywords. There's the Quad Cities roof repair. I didn't see that one right off the bat. But, no keywords involving really Des Moines, Chicago. You got a couple for the Quad Cities, but that's about it, right? Now, if we take a look at this Des Moines area roofing, the top rated for that specific keyword, roofing Des Moines, Iowa, we can see their strength and trust really isn't that high either. But everything else they're doing on page SEO is significantly, most likely higher than any of the other competition. So that's where they're able to really dominate and not have to build as much strength and trust out. But they're also running this blog here, okay? And a blog is going to be huge in most areas because it's going to throw, again, more and more relevant content at your website, which is huge in Google's eyes. And then it can also help people stay within your website longer because they're browsing through some of that blog. And that, again, in return helps your rankings within Google too, when the amount of time that somebody stays on your website is higher than average. Now, we can see they're indexing for 100, almost 70 keywords. The blog's helping them out there, but they're bringing in just over 700 traffic, as we can see, which is a big difference, right? Now, we can see all these different roofing keywords for Des Moines, right? All these different ones where this specific website is on the first page for practically all of them, okay? So this is where you're going to really start to see the huge difference in what this can really mean for your company. Now, let's just take this first one, for instance, Des Moines roofing contractor. That gets 350 searches per month. They are grabbing in just under 80 of that. So that would be right around 20% of that volume as traffic, which is a good percentage, especially once you get into the higher, the upper echelon of that first page. You can expect about 20 to 25%, sometimes higher, it just depends. But what we really need to know is how much of this traffic is turning into a lead for this particular website, right? Well, generally it's going to be industry standard around 30%, okay? So 30% of all this traffic that we can see coming from a buyer intent keyword, which they all are, is going to generate as leads. So we can see, I mean, there's easily 80 to 100 leads for Des Moines and roofing every single month, okay? Now it's going to be a little bit higher probably these last few, half a year or so because of the storm, but still you could easily generate over 50 leads per month. And again, these are organic leads. They close at a super high ratio too, generally around 50% or higher, because they're already interested in you, they like what they see, and they're reaching out to you in particular, again, which is huge in the roofing industry. So if you have any further questions or concerns, or maybe you're wanting to learn a little bit more, and have me elaborate on some of this information as well, my contact info is down below. Be happy to help you out in any way that I can. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.